Oh, hello, and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War Gorbad Ironclaw. I think this is episode 5, so this will be the last episode I'm planning on doing for Gorbad Ironclaw, and it's going pretty well. Last time, we took Karaz-A-Karak out from underneath the stupid STUNTIES, defeating Grombrindle in the process. This is a major boon to our faction. It's making a nice amount of income, and it's in a habitable location. We've also managed to hold on to several of our other regions. We are at war with Black Venom tribe because they went to war with Ugma tribe, who was also... Okay, so Black Venom declared war on Clan Ugma. Clan Ugma had a military agreement with Black Crag, so I sided with them because I want Black Crag. It would be nice to have Tinnet Four Eyes. However, Grimgor Ironhide, Azag, the Sorcerer, and also Gorfang Rockgut are all in that one faction, so I would like them more, if possible, to confederate with them. Zvorak is currently under siege by Clan Angrund. Skarsnik's coming over, though his army is kind of weird. Nasty Skulkers, Snotlings, and some Goblin Archers and the Goblin Spearmen. We have got a fairly large garrison in here, but I don't think it will be able to deal with all these dwarves. We have 4 units of big uns here, some Savage Orcs, Orc Boys, Orc Arrows, Orc Arrow Boys, some Goblin Archers, Orc Boar Boys, and 2 units of Trolls, as well as a Goblin Big Boss. As well as Spiked Backbiter and 3 units of Orc Big uns. Against... apparently just Dwarf Warriors there. Dwarf Warriors, some Thunderers and Quarrelers. We could perhaps deal with it. They're not full stacks. But they do outnumber us. We'll be sending this army Ratcash over to potentially help. There's Snaggler Grobspit. Our trustworthiness is going to be medium. Can I, like, pay you for peace? How much would I have to pay you for you to consider it moderate? No. No peace, just Waaagh. Oh! Actually, I could just offer you peace and ask you to join my confederation? And you're willing for that? That solves my problem. Hey, Tinnet, welcome to the club. The Great Queen speaks to me. Yes! Okay, so we've got Tinnet Four Eyes in our group now. As well as, Spiked Backbiter. The Forest Goblins have joined the Waaagh. Or Snaggler Grobspit, sorry, not Spiked Backbiter. That's this guy. So, Tinnet, your army is goblins. We've seen Tinnet. He's the character which I was using in the Forest Goblin campaign, which I would like to do again sometime when the Greenskins have gotten their update. I think it would be fun. When it's a bit easier to, you know, do things. So yeah, it's got Herald of the Spider God, gives him poisoned attacks. Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't have it from the beginning. Oh yeah, he might actually start with that. Vicious Little Gits, bonuses for Spider Riders. Creepy Crawlers, bonuses for Arachnarok Spiders. Creeping Assault, extra attrition suffered by the defenders while under siege. And enemy siege holdout time is -5, minimum 1 per turn. I think I actually went with, is there another one here which further reduced the siege time? Actually, maybe not. He has also extra thick carapace, which gives him plus 15% hit points, plus 15 armor and regeneration. However, he needs to have black bigness, his mount, to be able to make use of that, which he gets at rank 16. I don't think I got up to the Catch Web Spider Shrine. That just reduces the cost of some of the spells. He actually has a unique spell here, Gift of the Spider God, which is... I feel it could be a bit more interesting. It's just, like, Blessed with Filth. It's, poison on units, and... these mods are separate from each other. Tinnet 4 Eyes and the expanded roster greenskins, which adds the forest goblins, which all have poison attacks. I mean, I think even night goblins all have poison attacks, so a spell which gives poison attacks is kind of, yeah, unnecessary for goblins for a lot of the time. Anyway, we can't recruit Ragnarok spiders. Does he have melee cavalry or boar chariot and squig herds? Yeah, that would be for spiders. It would be nice if this was worked into abandoned rosters a bit more, so that he had like some things to specifically buff the forest goblins. I believe the buffs for goblins affect the forest goblins anyway, but yeah, just get gobbos. I suppose you could just keep recruiting goblins. What's your Waaagh? Ah. That's weird, actually, come to think of it. So, Tinnet is now part of my, faction. This Waaagh, however, is now sort of unowned. I think actually it's considered its own faction now? Because it's in a raiding camp and it's got its own fight in the spa. Unless all Waaghs have fight in the spas. Oh well, whatever. Ratgash. You know, can travel over to Akendorf. And I was sending Garsnag, the big chopper, over here. It does give us a... it actually reduced our income by a fair bit because this army is, you know, a full stack. Can't... there we go.
The tribe's ready.
Goblins. Get rid of the night goblins. It's just one unit. And, yeah, we're going to be suffering some public order issues because of that. Oh well. Gorbad Ironclaw is recruiting some more boys into his army. Black Orcs, not Black Orcs, Biggins and Biggins with shields. And then we'll be, next turn, able to, well, free to go and attack the Pillars of Grungni. Can actually, can't recruit, I can recruit one of these. Goblin Fanatics. The Warlord's boys, they have armor sundering. That'd be useful. So do the Rusty Arrows. The 8 Peak Loonies are unbreakable, and they also have the Loons of 8 Peaks. Yeah, they ensue the use of balls with their chains, favoring shaved dwarves instead. I think I'll get the Warlord's boys, or the armor piercing they'll give, or armor sundering they'll give. Minus 30 armor on dwarves, that'll be pretty nice.
Ready for boxing.
Oh, hello. Grim Bullockson, you are looking to be a pain.
Nasty magic's ready.
Tinnet, you can stay in there. Snagler. You can block armies. So, Snagler is... I think he's on a mount as base. Yeah. Yeah, he's on a big neon green spider. And he gives various buffs to Forest Goblin Spider Riders, but particularly the Death Creepers Regiment of Renown. I don't know. Block the army. You failed. Just get you some more experience from that, really. Varanka Hills. That's going to level up. We're going to get the boss tent. If we lose Angrund at this point, it's not that big of a deal. It's generating, what, 210 income for us. This is nice to have. These settlements over here mean more. Let's see. Do I want to get some Black Orcs? 208, 249 for our Black Orcs with great weapons. Black Orcs with dual weapons. These are armor piercing, these are anti-infantry, and these are just dead hard. We'll get 1 unit of them. And we'll get... Can get Night Goblin Fanatics. I'll get 2 units of those. I'll get some Night Goblins with spears. Since this is Karak 8 Peaks. Okay. Do I have any other bits around here? Snorko, I do. I'm going to hold off on doing anything. I'm going to have you try and break some holes in the walls of the Pillar of Grungni next time. If you don't die a death from those 4 heroes around there. End turn. If we lose the Waaagh, that's going to be 850 gold, which we're not going to be making anymore. However, I do think the dwarves are on the back foot here. With the loss of Karaz-A-Karak, that is a... well, a big blow to their power. And remember, the Empire is also kind of fractured. Reichland is no more. Wissenland has taken their place. Very odd. I was saying while we were loading that I had been playing a Clan Pestilence campaign, and I had sent a Warlock Engineer over to establish an Undercity underneath Altdorf in the intent of creating a perpetual plague in the Empire. Yep, they take the Bitterstone Mine. Looks like the... what are they called? This faction. Bloody Nose? No. I don't know. Skull faction. Is coming to deal with those dwarves. Thank you. Okay. My Waaagh disbands. Okay. So that's what happens. The Waaagh just disappears. Snackler Grobspit gets an Idol Carver. Then you can get a Dog Scout and Pit Boss. I think he is actually... he's a legendary hero, so he won't die. We'll give him an Enchanted Shield. Give him the Shrieking Blade to cause fear. Give him Luckstone. And we'll give a Potion of Healing too. Okay. I can recruit these. That might help.
The tribe's ready.
Go over here.
Now.
Join up with him. Oh, you can't ambush.
Me.
Get them. Snaggler, you can get... Bloody Blade. Did you recruit anything else here? No, because you're not in my region. Head down here. Oh, hello. Tic-tac-toe. Why are you all the way up here? How are things looking down here? Okay. Oh, there's the Hunters of Kornos. It's like Clan Wars has done a fair bit. Okay, okay. I'm gonna suffer a bit of upkeep loss. Right. Damage the walls.
More orc says what?
Thank you. How many holes is that? 40? Oh no. 5 breaches. Go and attack the pillars of Grundy. We haven't injured their garrison. However, we have a lot of big-eyed lads and they're ready for a scrap. So I think we'll just play this battle and we should be able to deal with these dwarves pretty easily. We haven't weakened their garrison any, but you know, not that many of them. We don't have a Waaagh either. Oh well. Hadra Get Gold versus Gorbad Ironclaw. And their walls are significantly compromised. Be good to make use of our orc biggins in this battle. I've been using just the orc boys for a while, but actually having some biggins in the fight will improve things quite a bit for us. And I haven't even gotten the second level of Gorbad's ability, which improves the biggins further. As well as the other abilities, which gives them like a 7% ward save. On top of a 10% physical resistance, I think. Okay, yeah, look at those holes in the wall. Haha. And it's not a very foggy map. That's nice. We've still got a fair amount of boys in the battle, but, you know, it wouldn't make sense to not have some orc boys in the fight. Okay. Go there. Gorbad goes there. You can go there. You go there. You two go there. The Warlord's boys. You have armor piercing, so I gotta stick you right in the center there. That's why I got you, to mix in with the lads and just to provide some armor sundry. Okay, so let's have a look at our orc biggins. These are the orc biggins, and they have shields, as you can see. They're very noisy. It's a nice variation to have, just a bit more defensive. I like their shoulder armor. Whoa! Okay. Enough of that. We'll just charge in. Over here, I suppose. Actually, go over here. Miners, longbeards, quarrelers, 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 quarrelers. This is where having the wire ability would be really nice to have, but sadly we don't have that. Get in there! Ow! Yeah, especially because of this grudge thrower. And the cannon. And more reinforcements. Okay, you get them. You get them. Waaagh! The rest of you get charge. I've seen better charges on a half-dead squig. Half-dead gobbo. There we go. Okay. I want you to... I actually want you to pull back, but, let's go. Where's their lord? The lord's not around here. Hold on. They have their boss, their lord around here? No, their lord's all the way over there. They have a hero, don't they, with their garrison? Oh, there's another hole in the wall over there. Get over here. Get over here. Actually, get up on the walls. Hey, look, they're terrified. Oh, there's their Thane. Ow. Stop clumping up. Well, we've taken the gate.
Here we go. Stabbers ready. I want to see blood. Bless you. Come on then. This is going to be wrestling. Run it.
Okay, go after their Thane there.
Run it. Go, go, go.
Get him.
I will.
You missed. Your pig has got too wide of a turning arc. Wow. You just took off like half of his health in one hit. Wham! Wham! 3 hits. Okay, there's a lord. Waaagh! Take a bit more for that one, but
Maybe fast.
wow. Our orc boars are getting rather badly crumped. Are you gits going to get up on the wall sometime this year? Okay. Also, remember that all of our orc boars, war boys and all that calls fear. Nice. Get him. Okay. Lord's dead. You come in. You come in. You come in. And we need to get these. I mean, there's not much left of their army anyway, so... Where's that there?
The Waaagh is here. Smash up. You first. We'll do it.
Okay, charge!
Time for slaughtering. All right.
Waaagh! Wham! Ow! Charge past. And there we go. Come on. Did he terror out? Doesn't say anymore. You can't stop the Waaagh! Oh, his head popped off. He's still got the rune there though. Boink. Okay. Chase him down.
Stickers ready. Do not shame your ancestors.
Come on, get him. Poke, poke, poke. Our cavalry took a fair amount of damage in that battle. Oh well. Poke.
Clans will shun us. We're the brain child.
Oh, New York Ball Boys.
Moving fast. Time for slaughtering.
There might not actually be any left by the time those Orc Ball Boys get here. Okay. Close victory. Let's see. 16 kills for Gorbad Ironclaw. 54 kills for the Savage Orc. But Gorbad got kills which were worth more. Adra get gold, and also the Dane, which was around in 3 shots, none less. 46, 73 for the biggins with shields. 39, 31, and 50 for the other biggins. 18 for the warlords, loonies or whatever they're called. 24, 4, 31, 26, and 72 for the Orc boys there. 57, 55 for the Orc Boar Boy biggins. 67 and 108 for the Orc Boar Boys. 29 for the Moon Howlers. 26 and 11 for the Goblin Rider Archers. Not too bad. And Hadra Gekgol got no kills. All those years of centuries of experience at casting runes, and in the end it meant nothing. What a disappointment for dwarf kind. Got a nice beard on him though. Actually, it's not on him anymore. It's on me. What's Paul? That would be a fun mechanic to have for the greenskins, actually. Like, every time you defeat a lord, if it's a normal lord, you get like a, like an extra, like a little bonus to represent you taking a trophy or something for the boss pole. And you build it up, and the more victories you have, like, the better and better bonuses you get. Perhaps there could be small bonuses, and if you defeat another orc warlord or orc lord which has their own boss pole, you could incorporate theirs into yours. I mean, you kind of get that with the traits, but they're only for the legendary lords. Though you do get traits for just defeating lords and fighting battles. It'd be nice if there were some traits which represented, like, the makeup of your army. Say if you tended to get a lot of the kills with cavalry, then you'd get a trait which would improve your cavalry. Or if you tended to have a significant, like, melee infantry component to your army, then it would give you a bonus for infantry. I mean, the game would, I assume, be able to recognize that you have them, because it labels the units as being infantry, cavalry here. So it would be able to say, like, I don't know, half of your army is infantry, which usually would be, to me. So you get a bonus for that. You can kind of get that with the skills. But, traits are nice to make a lord a bit more, you know, unique and personal. Like the ones in Medieval 2, though. There was quite a lot of traits in that. And for very small things too. You could get like negative traits which I think load your character's luck if you had a witcher or a something in your province. Or in your region, and if they hung around for too long, your lord could get like a wart. Which would lower their luck. Being like cursed. Stupid witches. The counter system in Medieval 2 with heroes and all that was, or agents as they were called, was kind of a pain. Because you had to get a high level character to be able to have a good chance of dealing with a lot of the threats. I think witches tend to be like 3 to 5, level 3 to 5. Your characters tend to start off at level 1. They could get high levels if you had like a cathedral or something, but it's a later game. But you didn't really have a way to level them up, other than just recruiting a huge amount of agents over and over again, and the ones which are successful through this trial by fire of trying to deal with enemy agents or performing actions and succeeding were the ones which ended up being good. And of course, there was no immortal, so they could always fail and die. You'd have to keep doing it to replace them. Get the what's it called? Merchant agents. And you're like, oh, I've got wood here. I'm going to put my merchant on this wood and generate a little bit more gold. Then level 5, 6 merchant from, I don't know, Vienna comes, or Venice comes over and it's like, ah, hello. I'm gonna buy you out. You're like, no, I'm making I'm making like 20 gold. It's not worth it. No, buying you out. I've owned this now. Okay. There we go. Ooh, 4,458. Just from winning the battle. That is a nice amount. Who got the most kills in their army? 26, 28, 54, 80, 73. Yeah. Okay, and what's order in this region? Can't see it. I wish it was like, I don't know, you could see it. We could sack it and then occupy it. Yeah, I'll do that. All the loot. And then go and occupy the settlement. There we go. We got the Hammer of Gork. Brave. Insane courage. Clearly rolled a double 1. Oh no. Dead dwarves. Okay, Gorbad Ironclaw. Orcs are the best. 10% physical resistance for Orc Biggins and Orc Boarboy Biggin units. Recruitment cost minus 50%. So they now have physical resistance 10%. Yes, boss. We own the Pillars of Grugni. Take that. What am I going to get here? We're going to need a boss tent, and I'll build idols. We don't need to build walls because Mount Squighorn is like last redoubt over here of the dwarves. They still own Karak and Migdal von Galbarak. I assume when we get close to defeating them, they'll confederate with Clan Angrund and Karak Norn. Ah yes, there's also Balthasar Gelp down here, sieging Myrmidons.
The tribe's ready.
Okay. You can go there, get into Karak and Gazar. Thank you. I mean, you're in the region. Here you are. You've moved. Tinnet's moved. We've got a nice amount of money. Ekrund. I'd still like to build walls on Ekrund. Gonna get rid of that. Get the Goblin Watchtower. Dragonhorn Mine. We're building the level 2 of that in 2 turns, which is nice. That's because of this. That's why I don't want to lose it. I think they take 3 turns normally. Karaz-A-Karak. Yeah, build stakes there. Would actually build stakes here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Dragonhorn Mines, Stone Mine Tower. Do I want to build walls there? No. Upgrade that to stakes there in Karak 8 Peaks. I don't want to lose this. And, are we going to get a Waaagh next turn? Post-Waaagh Blues -8. No, we just lost it a turn or 2 ago, so we won't be getting another one anytime soon. Public Order in Barak Var is -7. -8 because of events. Extorted income is -4, and corruption is -3. Chaos corruption here. Osmosis. From Matorka. I might actually have a rebellion and get rid of the problem for me. Okay, so after that we'll take Mount Squighorn.
Let's get stabbing.
Ah, Gitter. Ah, yes.
Beyond your comprehension.
There's Garrick Bloodaxe here, who... Their army keeps shrinking every turn.
Cease.
That was like a full stack of Acolytes of Hashut. That's one of some other units, but it's just been shrinking every turn. So... I'm not sure why. They're not under attrition. Maybe they'll be losing against the dwarves? I don't know.
Yes, boss.
What do I want to do with you, Gitter? I'm not too worried about the Chaos Dwarves at the moment. I'm going to send you over here. How much money are we to making per turn? Wow, 10,000 gold. If I did have my armies.
This is my land.
Do I want these Black Orcs? They're going to cost... They're going to put me 50 under.
I'm special.
I kind of wish they didn't lose fighting us when they're under siege. Because now their army's going to be injured. They're going to suffer some casualties. And I don't think they're going to be able to get those casualties back because they're under siege. It just...
Me.
It doesn't really make sense to me. Imminent Rebellion Myrmidons, that might actually help me.
I will not.
End turn. Right, Clan Angrund declares war on the Silver Host. Karaz-A-Karak tries to assault a garrison and fails. I think they're sieging Pillars of Grungni. They fail to assassinate Snorko to be a clipper.
Me and the lads got some time.
Hello, Skarsnik. Join war against Karak Norn. No. Good, we were just going to kill you anyway. But you weren't declaring. Whatever. Oh, no, they're not sieging Pillars of Grungni? Maybe the dwarves just ran off. Never confederated Zufbar either. I think that's also trolls there, so that would be causing chaos corruption in Akendorf. And Varenka Hills, I think. I think that borders it. Maybe through there. Oh, he assaulted the garrison of Varenka Hills. Oh no.
Not in my name.
All the armies which are going to be fighting there. Fighting there. You can get... I don't know. Scavenger.
This is not in the Damas Grand.
So you have...
There's the
nothing.
door.
Gorfang Rockgut, if only you were slightly closer, you would actually be a help. 2 more turns. Yeah, see? Quell animosity. They take casualties. They won't get casualties back because they're under siege. It's like a no-win situation. If you don't deal with the fightiness, they'll suffer attrition. If you deal with the fightiness, they suffer attrition. However...
I think not.
Assault these units. Come on, 71% chance. Bam! Success. Look at that. Lovely. It's like down to like half strength. Gutter fighter. We just do that against this army. This army's going to shrink because the AI is going to join the units together.
No.
That's all fun. And let's see. Low fightiness. I think perhaps like recruiting units should increase your fightiness as well. Go over here again. Yeah, get raiding stashes. Angrund, what was I going to build here? I was going to build walls. Yep. Get ditches. I like Karaz-A-Karak changes to these orc symbols everywhere when they take it over. Okay, Snorko. Damage the walls. Make me proud, lad. 82% chance. You talk it up too much. And he gets like... gets like performance anxiety. Okay, enter. We're just maneuvering our armies around. I might actually have to stop building walls somewhere so I can get some more money to assault the other army of Clan Angrund, because I would like to assault both of their armies. Karaz-A-Karak. Attacks. Myrmidons. Well, I'm not going to win with that, so... And he takes Myrmidons. I hope he chokes on it. Clan Angrund. You have your attack. Now... We got big uns. They don't have the physical resistance, because that's only in my leading army. I would have really liked to have injured both of the armies. I could probably have done it if I had done that. As it is, though. I mean, they don't have any anti-large. But I don't have an answer to Balagar. Or the, ancestors, which cause terror. There's all 3 of the ancestors here. Actually, no, there's 4 ancestors, isn't there? Yeah, there's, Ronnie Hulkenhalf. There's, Drummer Hammerfist, and then there's, like, Lund Ironhammer or something like that. What's the map look like? Is it a unique map? That might help. If not... I mean, there's also a siege battle, but we don't have... They've got artillery. And more ranged. Yeah, whatever. Oh, and they just raised the Waaagh. Okay. Well, we'll take that back. Ah. I'm going to be suffering quite heavily under... I knew that was going to happen anyway, but... Shakes fist. Oh well. Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of some of the walls which I'm planning on building. So I can get some more money in the bank. Or in the loot pile. Oh, we lost Spite Backbiter. Oh no! Oh, we don't lose that much money. Bankrupt! What a terrible thing. Jeez, and we just suffer attrition immediately because of it. Get rid of the Black Orcs. And these. Okay, get rid of these. There we go. We're not we're not in the red anymore. I thought we were going to get maybe one more turn. I wonder whether they start the siege earlier if you've got armies coming to help. Get Survivalist. Increase your health. Hey, success! Wall weakener. Dig a bit here, another bit there, and then the whole lot falls down and the boys swarm in and want them. Get scavenge. And go and attack Mount Squighorn. And we can deal with this easily. Even more easily than last time. Fight the battle. And we'll get a nice amount of money from winning this battle as well. Allies, Karaz-A-Karak won. Thorgrim Grudgebearer apparently got killed by Gorfang Rockgut. So, and their army is slightly injured too. Gonna go straight for Hadra Redmane, who is clearly a blonde. And go straight through their long beards to their quarrelers. And I think I'll try and get my... Okay, what's going to be at the towns at the center? That's going to be like their lord and the cannons. So I could just send my wolf riders in there. If the wolf riders take a bunch of casualties, that's fine. I just want to stop that artillery from attacking. It's so much easier to plan for something like that with holes in the walls. Because you can just go whoop, or, you know, supposedly. You know, best laid plans and all that. Okay. Go like that. We have got some casualties still. Because of being bankrupt. Boss, the lads are upright. The lads are complaining they haven't been paid their wages. I should pay them to complain. I wasn't aware I paid them at all. You don't. They talk about forming a union. Okay. Go over here. Attack that. Smash the cats! Indubitably. I'm gonna put you over here so you don't get hit by catapult fire all the time. Just start crawler fire. This is where having a shaman would be a big help. Sadly, I do not have one. Attack the gate. I kind of wish breaking holes in the walls actually broke the gate down as well. It should, like, compromise the gate, I feel. That would make sense. Just gotta shoot them all the time over there. There! Smash him, but good. Yeah, I told you to attack the gate. Good, you're attacking the gate. Just have to make sure that they're doing what I told them to do. Let's get him. There we go. Chop, chop, chop. Waaagh! Waaagh! Oh, he lost his head. Has anyone seen it? Honk. There it is. Wham! Okay. Get over there. Having a bit of trouble. Was there Lord there? Okay, come over here. Charge him. Yes, get the buffs. Bam. Maybe you'll break the, you know, break the grudge or something. Have you made it through the gate yet? You have. Get in. Have you dealt with him? Oh. It's a bunch of dead gits versus our big lads. And they don't seem to be going too badly. And the orc begins. 19. Okay. Charge him. It's just that Lord's holding on now, isn't it? Yeah. You can just sit around and take the town square. You gobbos. He's got a cushy job now. Don't let any stupid stunties take that from you. Oh, man, looks like they're shattered. Yep, there we go. Yay! Get 'em! Waaagh. I say get him! Come on. Bam! Smack! Bonk. Chop. Oh, there's their lord. There's your fancy one. I want your helmet. It looks neat. That's a nice helmet you've got there. Come on. You get him. Does seem to have a bit of difficulty getting at a target. Wham! There we go. Bam! Oof. Dead. It just goes splat. Okay. Decisive victory. Ah. Ulfar Groby Nutter is not able to nut any Groby anymore. He was the nutted. Makes perfect sense, I swear. 20 kills for Gorbad Ironclaw and 4 kills for our Savage Orc Big Boss. Looks like Gorbad had a stern talking to him after the last battle. He was dueling the Lord a fair bit though, and he got rather injured from it. 15, 23, 13, 79, 44, 5, 1, 12, 6, 15, 26, 14, 54, 27, 102, 5, 5, and 1. Those Wolf Riders, they took most of the battle to get through that gate. Or at least until I realised they had gotten through the gate. We're already at the town square. Capture point, whatever. So, yeah, they just sort of sat around there, dealt with a few of the remaining artillery crew. Oh well, that's fine. Who got the most kills in their army? Not their artillery. 29 from some Longbeards. I assume those were the ones which were dueling it with the Biggins the whole time? The Biggins actually seem to get that many casualties. None of them seem to be terribly injured. Biggest problem when it comes to sieging a settlement like that with the walls down is that you don't really have any places to climb up on top of the walls, so you have to sort of go around the back of where the gates are and direct your units onto the walls there. It's much easier to attack units on the walls than it was in prior Total. Anything before... well, no, not really. I'm going to say Medieval 2 again is probably the lowest point when it comes to attacking units on walls. It was a massive pain. Your units were slow, they'd get caught up on each other. They would stop moving when they were when you told them to form up on the walls. Archers particular. The best way to deal with it was to set your units on the walls at the beginning of the battle and then assume that either they're going to sit there for the entire battle, or if you take them off the walls, they're never going to be needed on the walls again. You could retreat to the like inner walls of some of the settlements. Rarely needed against the AI, honestly, but if you would need a fair amount of time to try and get your archers to form up on the walls, at least in my experience, because they would... It's like the individual units of the squad would go to their allocated position and stand there, right? But that might not be right up against the crenellations. That would be in slightly from the edge. So they'd be standing in their spot, and then all the other units in the all the other models in the unit would be trying to get to their spots, and they'd push each other out of the way to try and get to their spot, which would mean the entire squad would end up being all higgledy-piggledy all over the place, because, you know, you'd end up with, like, people mostly in their positions, but then, like, half the squad would be trying to get to the position at the front. They'd push all the other people out of the position, and since those other guys are already in their spot, they won't move, even if they're pushed out of position. I think until the entire squad got up on the walls, and then they'd reform, but it was a pain. You'd have to sort of keep telling the unit to form up on the wall. Anyway. Siege battles were fun in Medieval 2. Issues with them, though. I think they just become more pronounced because the later games do them better. At least the AI and getting units on and off walls. Rome Total War, it wasn't so much of a problem. I put that down to the units in Rome Total War moving faster in general than in Medieval 2. Medieval 2, the units had more wind up to starting to move. And I feel that was a big reason why they had issues. Because in Rome Total War, they didn't really have that. So they push each other around and form up faster. I think Empire was pretty on the wall. I think the biggest problem with Empire was getting units onto the walls to use the cannons in the star forts. I think there was issues with forming them up on the walls, but it wasn't to the same degree. Okay, sack it. And then occupy it. There we go. And we own all of the Silver Road. Silver Road. Get part of shiny stuff. Get the boss tent. You're suffering attrition, but that shouldn't last for the next turn because we're not in penalty area anymore. Now, do I want to get over here? Missile resistance for Orc Boys, actually, that would be quite good. Orc Biggins also. Extra morale and charge bonus. Invaders. Improve our Orc Balls. All this is really tempting. Gorbad really already deals a nasty amount of damage with the buffs he gets from Morglaw the Mangler. And also from, where is it? One of his abilities gives him this heroic killing blow. Those together, you know, he deals a fair amount of damage. This would just improve him further. He could do with more melee defense. He's got 45. He could get up to 57 through that. But I kind of want to keep improving his army. Out-clevering would be useful too. What level is he? 24. So we have 16 more points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 10 more. Get back here. I'm not going to go for stand ground. Over here, I think the most I get is probably That's a Hit and Ardlads. Yeah, these two. So let's see. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I could spend 3 points here and then start putting it into Blade Master. Start putting it into his yellow tree. I could get Lightning Strike. Maybe out Cleverin. I'm not going to get Waaagh, I don't think. Let's see. That would take 1, 5, 6, 10, 11. I'd have to really start going for that now if I wanted it. It's nice. It's a nice buff. Map wide, plus 20 melee attack, extra charge bonus and speed. And the effect of it's really nice too. I kind of wish it was at the end here. Because it's a buff for the army. This is also a buff, but this is a defensive buff. I feel this should be, stand your ground should be replaced as Waaagh. Greenskins aren't defensive. They're offensive, so I feel you should have Waaagh instead of stand your ground. And then, I don't know, something over here instead. Okay, let's get over here to improve our orc biggins further. The Pillars of Grugni have that. Far. Still suffering. 2 more turns. You're not going to rebel in 2 turns. I could get this. Get that.
Never.
I haven't taken Zavorak.
Dockek. I'll crush them all.
Assault the units. You failed.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
Yeah, they're within range of each other.
Now's the time.
Their armies being... they can't be sustained.
Who should we take?
Wait, that's Ironclaw? Oh, that's part of Karaz-A-Karak Angazar. Thought that was part of Karak-Izor. Can we get up there? 50%? No.
Now they'll see.
Move over to here.
Start the war.
Move over to here.
Rook likes it this way. I'll crush them.
Ambush. And I really don't think we should be suffering any attrition. Next turn, it should disappear. Because we've got enough money. Yeah. What do we want over here? Chaos Corruption is going down. That's because of characters. It's 4. Compared to our 6. Give it here. Get an extra 5% on top of that.
This is not in the damage.
Thorgrim Grudgebearer, Azag.
Not in my name.
3 units of miners and Thorgrim Grudgebearer. You should be able to deal with that. You've got Black Orcs, great weapons, and all this. I'm going to trust you with that. Get that. Ooh, hello.
Now's the time.
Crack Beast Smasher.
Took.
Oh, we're already military allies with you.
Now's the time.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose upgrade heap of shiny stuff again. More money! And that will be about it. We'll end turn. And we shouldn't suffer any attrition, hopefully. Ratgash gets ambusher. Okay, pretty nice. 5% extra chance, success chance. They take Bitterstone Mine. Probably. Or not. Oh no, hang on. It hasn't been their turn yet. Thorgrim Grudgebearer is raiding Mount Squighorn, but that's probably the little corner bit down there. Actually, considering he's raiding, does that mean that the Greenskins failed to defeat an army of 3 miners and Thorgrim Grudgebearer? Gonna be such a changer when the water resolve of the Greenskins is fixed. Did you take that? I think you did take Zavorak. Oh, and your other army moved into there. Well, that's fine. Let's see.
No! This is my land.
Oh, Azak didn't attack him.
Start the war!
I suppose I've got to hang around and deal with him.
Start the war!
Mork says what?
Snorker, I could use you to slow him down.
The tribe's ready.
Not possible. Not likely. Stop that. What you want? Now we're talking.
Go here. And raid. Hit it. Go here.
Get here.
And raid. Assault the units. Success.
I have no time for
Oh,
this.
if only I was in range to be able to attack that. You can get... What have you got, Weapons Master? Attack. Oh, we'll get you a war ball. Why not?
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
I'm going to move you closer. There.
Let's get moving.
This magic is real.
Actually, how about I do this? You don't actually have that many bonuses to ambush. So we'll just raid. Veil of Vebs would be nice. I get part of shiny stuff.
This is mine. Start the war.
Okay, and what else is going on over here?
What happened?
Yep, do that.
Ready for
Hopefully they'll succeed. Enter. And we won't be having to deal with the Confederation penalty next turn either, so... Gorbad Ironclaw gets Ambusher. It's nice.
Morks tell me to
Oh,
listen.
hello.
So talk.
Ooh, you've defeated Talia. How about that? Or Miragliano.
Big bodies, tiny, pathetic brains. We help you with scheme plans.
Non-aggression pact. Yeah, sure.
You have many tasty, delicious corpses for Skaven to nibble on. Agreed, yes.
Okay, well, we're now allies with Clan... Or, not allies. Non-aggression pact with Clan Scryer. I would... Thank you. I was actually hoping for that. Slaughter the gits. Now we can go over to Migdal von Galbrack and take that. Oh, they confederated Zufbar. I did, yeah. They just confederated Zufbar. I did say they'd probably do that to save their own hide.
Mooks tell me to listen.
Hello, Chief Doomclaw. Oh, you declare war on us. Really? But you're at war with, You're not even that... You don't even really hate us that much. Oh well, whatever. Okay. You've just made a lot of enemies. Should I go over and deal with Clan Angrund? Or should I go and deal with Zufbar? I don't want to deal with Clan Angrund. Van der Heimlins have been destroyed. Is Bretonia going through Norska? Armor is silvered steel. Van der Heimlins. Waaagh! Okay, so. Go this way. Sour Black Bog. Get Survivalist level 2. Gorbad Ironclaw. You can get Over Ear level 2. This region, buildings is fine. Corruption is -5.
Let's get stabby.
Snorko.
On the way.
Go over here. Hey! You actually dealt with those dwarves, I think. Well done. Looks like they've just resigned that army to death. That's fine by me. You can get... I don't know. Sneaky stabbing. And Ratgash. What have you got in your army? You got some bull boys. Give you a war ball.
I'm special.
And tin it. Okay. Do we want to weaken this army further? Nah. We don't need to do that.
Nasty magic's ready.
Go over there. Tin it.
Who should we attack?
You come along as well.
This way.
And Snagler. Not Snag.
The
Yeah,
tribe's
Snagler.
ready.
Snagler Grobspit. Okay, order resolve. Okay. And occupy.
Fine.
Right. They did raise the settlement, so we have to build it all the way back up again.
On it.
Ambush. You can get Death Creeper Big Boss. Minus 100% upkeep for Death Creepers. Ambush success chance plus 50% for the hero's army. And recruitment cost minus 100% for Death Creepers in the hero's army. He's the leader of the Death Creepers. That's why he gets all the bonuses with them. Upkeep's still 10. Oh well. It's a very minimal amount. I wonder why that is. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, something.
Now they'll see.
Maybe it's because we're not playing it yet. No, I don't know. You can get Bully. Bound. Ruby Ring of Ruin. Armor of Silvered Steel. Magic Resistance. You're a mage. You're not a melee attacker. Until you get the black bigness.
Now's the time.
What's his name? Wiggle. Okay. I'm gonna keep you over here. I have a feeling they might come and attack. I've ambushed Tinnet in case they think, oh, I can take that army and come over here. Waaagh. It's not going to rebel, and it's going to actually be in the positive next turn.
You've come for Grimgor's mess.
Can't ally with Grimgor.
Me and the lads got some time.
Ornery
What do
backslider.
you want?
Military alliance. More greenskins up there.
Ready?
Skull smashers.
I'm listening.
You're all the way over there. You don't have a legendary lord. A crooked moon.
Welcome, stranger.
You would be willing to join my confederation, Scarsnake, but I just got over the diploma. What's it called? The
I'm a schemer.
public order penalty. I'm not really that enthusiastic to get it again.
Me protest
So I would be interested in seeing Duff's skull. I think he's just a great goblin shaman, though. Probably got some bonuses. Oh, hello.
enough warpstone.
Oh, scurry.
Start the war.
We have more money now. We could recruit some more units. Get back to that Goblin Fanatics.
Orcs will.
Excellent. I'd actually march up into the Empire. Gitter. You can get block army. Are they at war with anyone? What are you doing here? You're at war with Ugma tribe and Black Crag.
I can say yes.
Gorfang Ironjaw. Hey! You're just making me all confused with these orc names. You know, actually, it wouldn't be too bad if the trolls got defeated. Get rid of the chaos corruption. Vampire counts are over there. I'm going to send you over here. We're focusing up here. Once we leave, it's going to be +1. It's going to be fine. Yep. Damaged building. No! Dragonhorn mines. Stone mine tower. You don't have enough money for anything else. End turn. My Waaagh follows along. Morglum Backstabber gets a recruiter trait. Rite of Sotek is performed by the last defenders. Are they down there? Oh, they are actually. They're in Marak. Well, that's just below Blamia. They usually get that. I thought that was, what's it called? Misty Mountains? Or Death Gorge? One of the regions Karaz-A-Karak usually has. Spite Peak? Right, I'm getting confused with the map there. Desolation of Gash is there. So that means the army, yeah, the passage is there. Map's so tiny. Ugma tribe. Truthsayers of Albion attack them. Waaagh! We're at war with Truthsayers of Albion. Who are those kids? I don't know. UMIES. But UMIES are all the same. Okay.
What you want?
We get rid of this guy.
Won't happen.
Grimly Steelbeard. Are attacking. Yeah. Ah. Chaos corruption is so bad in Akendorf, it's actually causing attrition. Go down to Varenka. Yeah, assassinate him. Get rid of the heroes, if you can.
Yes, boss.
And you can! Ooh, mission successful. Hey, we got another brass cleaver. Nice. You have a brass cleaver? You do.
Me.
They didn't actually move.
I will not obey.
Is someone raiding my regions, causing my public order, my, what's it called, income to go down? Doesn't seem so. Karak 8 Peaks is looking pretty secure.
Now's the time.
This, oh, Sacred Spider Grounds. Ooh, they have the building for the Arachnarok Spider. What's our research at the moment? For the Goblin Doom Diver. We'd have to wait 11 turns to be able to unlock recruitment of Arachnaroks. Varanka Hills. I'd like Beast Slayers. Yeah. Also, more money would be nice. If I march through here, there's going to be attrition over in Matork as well. Go to here. And we'll hop over. But my wire is going to suffer. Attrition because it's going to just force march through there, I bet. Okay. I'll let this turn roll out, and I'm just going to take a brief break in a moment. Ooh, jeez. I'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, stranger. Start talking.
Okay. Sorry for that. What's this? Oh, you want me to join war against Tlaqua? Nope. Sorry. Let's see. They're kind of a big problem right there. Tinnet Four Eyes ambush has been foiled. Raid the following region, Karak Izor. Stealing from the dwarves really winds them up. Let's loot their lands and really get their beards in a twist. Ratgash, you can get Raider. How much money is Myrmidons making? Grimgor's got Masamuna's pride. Pretty nice. The castle. Leading an army of Chaos Marauders, Marauder Horsemen, and some Chaos Warhounds. Frickin' Bloodthirster. Part of me is just willing to lose Akendorf. This will just raise it. You know, I don't really care about Akendorf that much. Does it have any unique buildings here? Actually, it does. It's got Veil of Febs, and that would be nice for Tinnet to have. So, I suppose we could try and keep control of it. Big problem is just, you know, trolls here. Why is there corruption? Why is there public order keep going up and down? Lack of corruption is -7. I suppose it just went down by... I don't know. Snorko, you can go over here. Gorbad, I suppose attack the Bloodthirster. He's massive. He's a massive git, is what he is. Eat him. There we go. We get Trickster's Helm. Nice. Eat him to gain his courage. It's rich, tasty courage. What did you get? Yeah, we can give you the Trickster's Helm. We'll get Boss Shack. And that. Grombrindle! Go up here. Get her. Come over here as well. If I move out of Zavorak, chances are Belagard's going to come and attack it. If we march up here,
I'm special.
let's do that. And yeah, you can move over there. You got to play back and forth between them or something.
You
There we
can't
go.
ask this of me.
I mean, maybe he won't attack us because, stop. Maybe he won't attack us because he'll be worried about his settlement. Sour, where are you? Oh, you're in there. You're a Black Orc. Hey, get intimidating presence. Angrund is suffering from public order problems again. It's because of corruption and provincial instability. Okay, end turn. I think we'll try and get up into up here. Migdal von Galbarak. Yep, they're going to take attrition. And, deal with the dwarves up there in Karak. They haven't taken there, have they? No, that's blue vipers still. It's a lighter blue color. Doesn't look like the Red Eye tribe was able to take this far, though. I wouldn't really expect them to be able to, honestly.
If this is bad
Oh, hello.
news,
War? Yeah. The Greenskins crave war. Sterling and the Golden Order. Well. Whistleland is, I think, is the dominant power in the Empire. But that means, I think it's only Elspeth von Draken. It's not Volkmar, Volkmar, Karl Franz, everyone else. Let's see, who is the #1 strength? I don't actually know. We haven't seen them. Hello, welcome, welcome. Let's see.
yes,
Trolls are level 2. I suppose that's because they're so powerful. Telebekland is level 3. Rissenland is 6th. We're rank 4. Okay. So in between those two. Armies of... What's it called? Miners. It's only a minor problem. I'm not even going to fake laugh at that.
Let's get stabby.
Go over here.
All right.
Oh, we're not at war with thought they just declared war on us. Did they not join the war? Oh no, it wasn't Averland, it was the Golden Order. Their symbols, their flags are similar to each other. Go there. Go here. Raid. Go here. Raid. Garsnag. You cannot actually get within range of them. Go here. Actually, can we ambush? Yeah. Just ambush around here, actually. They might fall for it. Snorko to be a clipper. I'm going to get you scavenge level 3. Go. And you can go. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Go up here. Yes, I said. When it gets there, gotta stab. Okay. Duff's skull took a wrong turn. He's now in the middle of Athel Lauren. He's having a bad day. Kind of surprised Helmgart's still owned by the Greenskins over here. They don't actually seem to be at war with many people. We're at war with Wissenland, Stirland, Marienburg, Richter's Clan Nest, Barone, and the Golden Order. But not with Bretonia. Odd. Yep, well, okay. Yeah. We move there. I think my Waaagh will move there. We can take that army on our own though. It's just miners with Grombrindle. Let them get a full stack of them. Miners are not really supposed to be that bad. In the tabletop, I think they were the base unit for the dwarves. Dwarf warriors were like a more, you know, sort of like a more specialized version. Whereas miners were supposed to be like the main line infantry you had, I think. Okay, we encounter Corone. There's another lord there as well. Gonna be Ongrim. Thorgrim? Thorgrim might be up in Zufbar. Then Marienburg gets peace with the Skull Smashers. Okay. Because someone called the Skull Smashers is who you definitely want to get peace with. Demand Teeth. Public order hit is less than the lowered. What's it called? Than the lowered fightiness. Oh, hello. He actually didn't see our armies. Rizard Kazslain. However, if we attack him, he'll just retreat. So there's not much point in trying to get him. He can get sneaky stealing. Karak-Izor does not have a garrison. Gallagher Ironhammer has An army of dwarves.
Think not.
What's that garrison like, actually? 2 Ironbreakers, 2 long beards with great weapons, 2 long beards, 2 thunderers, and 2 quarrelers, and a thane.
Futile.
And I've only got a bolt thrower.
I refuse such orders.
Come on! Aha! Okay, pretty good. Not the best I've seen. You cut a few units of the dwarf warriors down. Get fleet-footed.
Not possible.
Could have been a bit better, honestly.
What you want? I like it.
Go over here. Raid.
Anything you say.
Tin it. Go over here.
Get out of me head.
Said. Wait. Oh, you can't ambush because you're in sight of
Yeah, on it.
Grimgor's army. Yeah. I don't think you can ambush while you're within the what's it called? Control aura of another army. Just move over there.
I am the white dwarf.
Against council orders.
Holscurry, are you looking to be a problem? What would I want here? Strategist. Tactician. You get a tactician. Okay, and you can get Route Marcher. Inspiring Presence. And, what are they?
Think me
Rattling guns and all that. Well... Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's recruit some night gobbos. Because they're sneaky gits. And they can hide.
foolish.
There's Chief Doomclaw. Are you willing for peace?
Behold my mighty bulk.
No, you're not. Behold! Behold the bulk. Behold it.
Absolutely.
Balthasar Gaut's probably going to take Zavorak. That's not a problem. Whatever. The building's not there anymore, so it's not as valuable.
Who's the boss?
You're still sieging Zufbar? Are you? No, you're just raiding right next to it.
Ready for bossing?
I am impressed that you have all this. And that's a level 5 settlement too. Black Orc, Sacred Spider Grounds, Ball Pens, Stomping Grounds, Stunty Mine. Gold. Yeah, you got 3 armies up there. I'm tempted to confederate you.
Let's talk.
You don't want to confederate? Okay. Okay, end turn. Now let's see, what will these factions around here do? Oh, I didn't move Snorko. Oh well.
Me?
Isa Shutton is just a ruin. Whistleland, you've been mishandling the Empire terribly. Ragash gets a raider. And we get mission successful with the Stunties shiny stuff. Yay. 800 extra gold. Yeah. You can have it. We liberated the settlement from the foul greenskin menace. Oh, hello. Grinny get gold. You fool. Slaughter tickets. And because our ambush was foiled, Belagar Ironhammer comes out to attack us. Okay, well, we could deal with this. I feel we've got 2 armies. I mean, it's not giving us a good shake of it, but ah, come on! They're just dwarf warriors. Kill all them and Gallagher Ironhammer will shatter because the rest of his army will be dead. They do have some hammerers and longbeards. And it's a crossing battle. They're not attacking us with as much forces as they originally intended because well, we ambushed their previous army, so yeah. Let's see, those bolt thrower batteries are a bit of a worry. A fast moving cavalry. See, those are the fanatic ones. Those are the armor piercing ones. Yeah, fanatics against this. Send a few fanatics through this in this narrow passage that will help quite a bit. I think they are anyway. Yes, they are. Campbell. Okay, you can stand there. You can stand there. You can go over here. Along with Snaggler. Also with the Gobbo Wolf Riders. Because I want you to deal with their... I can't actually put them in this forest. It just doesn't go close enough. And I'm going to put my Gobbos back here. It's good I've gotten some practice of playing with the Gobbos with the Forest Goblin campaign. Okay. You all can bunch up. You're there, and you're there. Okay. Start the battle. Now, I'm hoping they'll march up here, and it'll give me the chance to use the loons of 8 Peaks while they're all clustered up in here. You lot actually charge up through there. Or Gobbos. Orc boys. Orc biggins. Now, Night Goblin Shaman. I wish I had one with the Curse of the Bad Moon. But, oh well. You should be able to get up through there. In time. Maybe you're pretty fast. Perhaps. Yes, no. Maybe not. Well, try. Yeah, bolt throwers. Not as nasty as cannons. Go, go, go! Squeeze through! Arrow formation! Okay, how about that? Right. I want you over there. You go there. You two go here. charge.
Moving fast! Wolf riders!
Get over here.
Not easier!
Get over here, actually. Now, Night Goblin Fanatics, they're nasty, but tricky. Because they're very random. So, we're sort of down to a dice roll with how effective they're going to be. Of course, you know, that's half of the fun of using them. At least for me. Okay. There we go. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, it's Night Goblin Fanatics. These are fanatics, but they've actually got shaved dwarves. Apparently it's supposed to be shaved dwarves. They still have beards there. But they're swinging dwarves around on their big chain, on their chains, rather than large iron balls. I actually have a model of a dwarf which is very similar to this. You got it in the Battle for Skull Pass. He's just thoroughly unamused. And the other dwarves are just like... Ah! Anyway. It should deal a fair amount of damage. Bam! Yes, splat, splat. Like that. Okay. You all go there. My snotlings! Did I forget about them? Yeah, I did. Oh well. Everyone forgets about the snotlings. Because they're forgettable. Okay. That will help with them a fair bit. You can come down and deal with this. They're fleeing. Death Creepers and Snaggler, you can attack them. Wolf Riders, keep attacking them. Charge in.
Moving fast! Right, Simon! This shrew will have ya! Let's grab! Wolf riders!
Okay. Get up here. Have we got another fanatic ready to go yet? Not yet. Using it so close to my units is going to be a recipe for disaster, but you know. Wow. Okay. Fleet. These guys have armor-piercing shots. Okay, that's another fanatic ready to go. Whee! Splat! Ow! That was a pretty good shot. Straight across the dwarves and through minimal amounts of orcs. There we go. Nice.
Right, Simon!
Okay. Buff those orc biggins. You dealt with those rangers yet? Ratgash, what are you doing all the way over there? Get out of there. Why'd you get caught up on these rangers? It's a single unit of rangers. Get. Good. Are they dead? Broken? They are. Okay, good. Charge back. Charge in. Charge in. Charge in. Actually, no. Charge these guys. They're fleeing. Tidit, you can go. No, actually, that's not what I wanted to do. Where is the button for you? Waaagh! Waaagh! It's not Gorfang rock gutting these boys, but you know, you have to use what you get. Waaagh! Looks pretty cool. Orc boys all bunched up, and the dwarves are just a jumble of, yeah, a jumble of flying dwarves. Okay. Ooh. Tidit, come back down here. Okay. You two, get over here. You can come over there. Or Biggins. Yeah, the rusty arrows got in combat. I forgot about them. Tidit, charge in. Oh well, boys are fleeing, but oh well. There's some Biggins. Good. I think they've got the armor piercing on their units now. Ooh, wow. You actually all fled. Nearly. And you're terrified. Well. Is that the only group of dwarves left? They're broken. Go get them. They'd all shattered over there. Belaga Iron Hammer is still getting attacked. No! The death spiders. Drink your potion of healing. It'll make you feel better. Okay. Shoot the hammers. Good, they've shattered. It's essentially just going to be Operation Fill 'em full of arrows. Oh. And they're shattered. We do have to deal with their ghosts, though. Because they're unbreakable, and I don't think they actually have, they don't actually have, what's it called? Crumbling. Nope. Cut them all down. Do you have magical attacks anywhere? No, the epic loonies do not have magical attacks. Snagler does. But I don't really want to send him in. Well, I suppose he could deal with them a bit. Yeah! Here comes the big spider! Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good. Until he gets a few hits off on him.
Yeah, what?
Gotta get past 80 melee defense. Ow.
Shifting it! Running! Rip out their
Okay.
throats!
Come on, charge him again. Poke. Poke. There goes one.
Shifting it! Running! Right side!
And 10, and there goes the other one. Ah. The other Thane is running away. And there's just 2 hammers left. Pretty good. There's one more hammer there. Stab. Poke, poke, stab. And there we go. And that Thane. Snaggler, go after him. Sure. Just, I don't know. All of you gits go after him. Including Ratgash. Let's try and kill him. Come on. Rather wipe out the army completely. Or as much as possible. And get rid of a Thane in their army, because they're kind of annoying. How much hit points have you got? Okay, there we go. Ah, good. They're dealing with him pretty quickly. 7, 5, 84, 7, 33. There we go. That didn't take as long as I was afraid. Okay. Oof, 999 losses. 26 remaining. Belaga Ironhammer ran off. Oh well. Bears the shame of leaving his army to die. And we lost 571. 471, sorry. No, 571. I was right the first time. 26 kills for Snaggler. 161 kills for the 8-peak loonies. Yes, their fanatics are very nice. Kind of makes me want to play a Skarsnik, because having night goblins with fanatics is a lot of fun. They're difficult to use. Having a lot of night goblins means that your army is pretty much all... Well, your army is all... what's it called? Stalking. So the enemy can't see where you are. And that helps you a lot during the battle, because you guys will flee. And then they'll start sneaking again when they come back. So you can lay another ambush. Instead of having to deal with bits of the army, of the enemy army at a time. And fanatics help with that a lot, because it's like... They'll get close to where some of your guys might be, and then you can just release fanatics and knock them all down and deal nice damage to their great swords or the like. So they are quite random. You sort of just tell them to attack in that direction, and they might start off in that direction, but then they'll go all over the place. Which is how it was on the tabletop. I think when you released the Fanatics initially, they moved like, I forget how far, maybe 1d6 inches out. You like positioned them in front of the... How would it have worked? I'm sort of guessing here. You'd have had the unit of Night Goblins, and then when the enemy gets close enough, you would unleash the Fanatics, where you'd place a Fanatic model within maybe like 2 inches of the front of the squad, and then you'd roll a scatter dice to see which direction they go. Which is a dice with arrows on it, and depending on which way the arrow is pointing is the way the fanatics would go. So yeah, there was like a 50% chance that they'd just go back through your own unit, I think. Or maybe you'd choose the direction they would go for the first movement, and then after that they'd start going randomly. That might be how it worked, rather than just being random from the get-go. But if you're playing as goblins, kind of like Skaven, you're not playing the army because of their predictability. Greenskins had things on the tabletop that they do not have in this. Animosity being one of them. I do have a mod which tries to emulate Animosity. Animosity was like, I think every turn you had to roll to see what the Greenskins would do. The Orcs would either quarrel amongst themselves, where they'd deal damage to their own unit. Just sort of, I think, amble along, or they charge at the nearest enemy, at the nearest unit. Or, no, like, they'd fight amongst themselves, do nothing, or they'd charge the nearest enemy unit. Or try and charge, if they weren't within range. So, were rather unpredictable. Just trolls, which had stupid. They could, half the time, they could just sit around doing nothing. Ugh. I think you could have black orcs, and they would get rid of animosity for orcs around them, because they would lock them in order. Something like that. Let's see. Hours 8. Might go for a bit longer, since this is the last episode, and I don't know. We'll take Karak-Izor from Clan Angrund. I'll be loading up the mod to see what the campaign map is. Uh, 98 kills for the what's it called? Hammerers. They seem to do pretty well. I'm never really impressed by the Hammerers when I have them in my army. Particularly when you start off with them as Thorgrim Grudgebearer. It's because the Greenskins focus... it's because the enemy focus fire them because they don't have shields. So when they get into combat, they end up being at like half strength anyway, because the AI is just like, all the archers attack the Hammerers. Which makes sense, but is also rather annoying. The tabletop as an example again, on that, you wouldn't have been able to shoot them if they were behind your units, because archers could only see units they had direct line of sight to. But, you know, it doesn't really make sense. They could have arched their shots over the units. Gleaming Pennant. Eek the captives. There we go. Yeah, Belagar's army is basically non-existent. Very nice. Did the Greenskin army go against Fort Sol and just die? Marienburg gets peace with the Barrow Legion, who are still around. Just clan nest. Attack the pillars of Grungni. And take it. Because I have rattling guns out the wazoo. Oh, and they just raise it. Well, nuts to you too. Don't worry, it's just a volcano perpetually erupting. Can we declare peace now, Clan Rictus? Sod it. Four Eyes gets a Waaagh. We get Goblin Doom Divers and we get King Hammer. And Bean Collector. And a whole bunch of other stuff. He never even got to say anything. He was too busy just grunting. Fine, whatever. As long as you don't take... That's a wonderful army, Grombrindle. Zog off.
Time for a scrap.
I'm worried about sending you to attack them because you're probably just going to attack the armies around and end up dying. Yeah, from the shadows. Oh, you get another one. Karaz-A-Karak has walls.
I think not.
What's that garrison like? Yeah.
Fine.
Can get damaged walls, sure. You can get evasion. Ratgash didn't go up a level. Tinit. You can get creeping assault. And he can get sneaky stabbing. Damage the wall, Snagler. You failed. Assault the garrison. That was a success. Ratgash. Go and attack the settlement. That's a pretty nice reduction in strength. Attack Balagar. Rid of him. Gets 20 kills. Get the gleaming pennant there. Like that.
Alright, I'll move.
Gold sigil sword. Nope, not what I meant. Talisman of protection and a squig mascot. Was there another army here? No, there wasn't. Okay, you can get those are the Bad Moon. Ratgash, you can get the boys.
Now.
Here we go.
Tinit. Actually, I kind of would want you to be the because you get the enemy siege holdout time reduction. Get gifts to the spider gods, actually. So, break the siege.
I refuse such orders.
Tinit.
This is gonna be stabby.
He's gonna get real stabby. Are you within range?
Lost him good.
Good, you are.
Zoggin, get him.
You what?
Time to fight.
What's the... Okay, that's fine. Morglum Backstabber. All the way over here. Got the big lads. 3 levels of the big lads, and you don't have any of the units available to actually make use of that. Yeah, get the boys. Or
Against council orders.
Let's talk. I can kill you.
nope. We're still running at a deficit.
What is zogging
Actually.
it to you, boy?
My wire army is within range. Okay. This might be the last battle which we do. Grombrindle, the White Dwarf, an army of miners. Versus Gorbad Ironclaw and my Waaagh, Elbog Beard Taker. Migdal von Galbrack. What's this battle map look like? Is it just a normal outside one? It is. Okay. We're gonna smash him! Ah. Well, we did end up getting to attack the Empire, such as it is, Wissenland. But we did beat up the dwarves pretty badly. I mean, look at this. Grombrindle is at the head of an army of miners. It's just because they don't have any recruitment built. Actually got a pretty good roll going. I am worried about the Chaos Dwarves, and there's also Clan Rictus. They wouldn't be able to take Karaz-A-Karak 8 Peaks. Or Karaz-A-Karak. But I don't have the money to build another army. Once we get rid of Karak-Izor, when we get rid of Karak-Izor, because I don't think we'll get to that siege this time. Because it was either this one or that one, really. I go with Gorfang Rockgut because he's the actual legendary lord we're playing as. I would have more money and we'd free up that area to do more. I could send Tinnet or someone or the other to capture the other 2 settlements in the region. Possibly send my other lord down to, I don't know, take back Zavorak. Okay, Savage Orcs with spears. Night Goblins with fanatics.
Goblins.
Orc boys. War boys. Let's see.
Better than them.
Forest Goblins. Night Goblin Archers. They don't have fanatics. Okay, and the trolls, you can go up there with Orc boys and the spear chucker. Yeah, that can just go there. Okay. Hello, lads. Make the line. Orc Biggins. Trolls. Trolls. Oh, are our trolls red? That's kind of nifty. Sour. Go in the middle there. Our orc ball boys. Gorbad Ironclaw in the middle of them. Our orc ball boy biggins. This is a very, you know, inefficient formation for them, but yeah, whatever. Go. Those are goblins. They can go over there. Archers there. Still don't have any magic in this army. We don't need magic. We just need the power of Chopper. Get him. That. And him. Oh. My chariots were part of that. There we go. Look at this wall. Oh yeah, let's see our where's there he is. Look at that. That's a lot of boar boys. He does make them pretty good. So they might be performing, people might say they're performing as they should be with these buffs rather than how they currently do. Oh, they're not as red as they look on that. What's with that? Like he's got paint all over his head. Is that something that they planned to have originally in the game? Forest goblins trying to get around the troll. Wait, yep. Get out of my way. Do you know whose I am? Why is I bothering? So stupid. Those aren't miners. They're quarrelers. Miners. Long beards. Miners. 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 Where's Grombrindle? Oh, there he is. Essentially the last stand of the dwarves? Pretty much. Get over here. Squigs, get over here. Wolf Chariot, get over here. I kind of bunched up a bit. I don't really want you bunched up like that, but... Oh, the trolls charged in. Fine, whatever. Ooh, actually, those are warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Don't charge them, trolls. They've got flaming weapons. Okay. Charge up here. Chariots up here. Orcs, you're all bunching up. There's more targets than just those to the gits. Get in here. There we go. Here's a proper charge. Actually, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. Waaagh! Gorfang's gotten confused. There we go. Waaagh! Oh well. You don't play orcs to have, you know, perfect charges. Gorfang gone. Oh, there he is. Kind of hard to pick him out. He's just an orc amongst orcs. Wham! Bam! Oh, where's our squigs? Can't forget the squiggies. squiggly beasts. No. Okay. Get in there, chariots. Waaagh!
Chariot!
Chariots, get out.
Moving fast! Wolf riders! Wolf chariot! Ready! You're a killer!
Squiggies! Boing, 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 boing. Dub, 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 dub. Eat some dwarves. Come on, I want to see a dwarf get it. No? Oh. Oh well. How's it going up here? Since I'm just focused entirely on the spectacle. Ah. Go over here. Ooh, Grombrindle has no fear. Grombrindle has pulled off his ability. He is currently here. I think you can go. Actually, no. Gorfang. Get that stinking git again! Grombrindle, this stinking dwarf git refuses to stay dead. He's actually terrified? Haha! Grombrindle is terrified of Gorbad Ironclaw, not Gorfang Rockgut. Wham! Here, don't you be stealing my kill. The look of pain. Oh dear. If you weren't so big, Gorfang, we would probably be able to see. Oh. And a bunch of arrows fly in just to deal the killing blow against friggin' Grombrindle. Let's get rid of the blood effects. Tidy things up a bit. There we go. And it is kind of like he's doing some interpretive dancing or something. I call this one, I don't know, Dwarf in Pain. Splat. It's not really better, is it? Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Enough of laughing at the misery of the dwarves.
Go, go, go! Repeat!
No. Yeah, whatever. Come on, smack him! Actually, no. Put the blood effects back on. I do like them. They are a little bit over the top, but yeah, whatever. I like seeing heads rolling. Splat, splat.
Remnants! Over it. Where the grain tide.
Saving this, lads. After this, dwarves is going to become an endangered species. Also than they already were.
Squig hoppers.
Now, Squig herd is out of control. They have I can't actually see it. They have an ability called Squig's Gone Wild, which is why they get rampage. They're all bunched up on each other and they're not killing now.
Squig hoppers. Let's scrap. We're better than them.
Run! Mark this day in the book!
There is no book left. Stop, stop. Okay, that's about enough. Smashing around the dwarves, decisive victory. I would expect nothing else. 98 losses, 155 losses. Like, what? 1,500 something. Those miners didn't do too badly. But they weren't enough against us. 36 kills for Gorbad, 51 kills for our Savage Orc Big Boss, 32, 38, 37, 0, 66, 16, 78, 71, 25, 35, 4, 19. One Orc Biggins unit just apparently sat out the entire fight. Oh well, their loss. 73, 127, 74, 21. The Orc Ball Boy Biggins actually performing better than the Orc Ball Boys there. 54, 30, and 48. What was the most kills on their side? Well, Grombrindle, he took down 57 of ours. That's not that bad. For one dwarf, but it wasn't enough. He got more kills than Gorbad. Gorbad's buffs are really nice, especially with Heroic Killing Blow and his axe. He's got the armor buff as well. And those trolls helped a fair bit too, just smacking around the dwarves as they tend to do. It would help us to have some trolls in our army. You need to back them up with infantry, but they do help a lot with dwarf formations because they smack them around. And they have regeneration, so they can kind of stand against dwarves a bit better in a more drawn out fight. Monstrous armor piercing, but I suppose for greenskins a lot of the time it feels like you have to make a choice. Do you go for infantry? Do you go for cavalry? Or do you go for trolls? Frankly, I prefer to make my armies of infantry because that's kind of the baseline and they're the cheapest. everything else is sort of specialized, but like specialized units to me don't mean much if you don't have the basics. So. Anyway. There's a bunch of things. I think part of it is also because the AI greenskin factions are not that effective currently, especially with their auto-resolve. The player is having to do a lot of the work in dealing with the dealing with the dwarves, because the greenskins just aren't going to be doing anything. So a lot of the dealing with the dwarves just falls on the player. I will say, OV and Lost Factions does make playing as the greenskins harder because of the trolls causing chaos corruption. Also the Chaos Dwarf causing chaos corruption. That is a big change. And Rockblood Tribe. There's actually, yeah, now 3 factions around the Badlands which cause chaos corruption. I don't know whether trolls should cause chaos corruption. I feel like maybe they should only for their higher end buildings, but in general I don't think they should. Like the basic buildings I don't think should cause chaos corruption. Maybe they can have a building which causes chaos corruption in return for some bonuses. I don't know. Because I don't think trolls would really cause chaos corruption just by being around. They're not... Trolls creatures of chaos? Not really. I think they're more just wild animal type creatures. They're easily manipulated by chaos. But I don't really think they're, like, inherently chaotic. Hence why they're also... They're primarily trolls were in the greenskin armies. Not chaos. Think about it. I mean, it makes sense for Throg, because Throg has actually aligned himself with Chaos. Chief Ugma, perhaps. Maybe he should be a Troll Lord, which isn't aligned with Chaos. He's more just mutated to be smarter. Through Warpstone, not even through Chaos Gods. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Loot and occupy. And we take Migdal von Galbarak. Yay. And we get the Crimson Killers. Black Orcs with dual weapons. And Broken Tusks mob. Orc Borbe Biggins. That would have been nice earlier on. What do they have? Immune to psychology. They cause fear, of course, because they've got bonus in there. They've also get benefit from the physical resistance. 49 armor piercing. What's the bonuses here? Armor piercing, armored, anti-large, bigger and harder. How do they compare against these guys? Let's see. They have 15 more armor, plus 2 leadership, plus 1 melee attack, plus 3 melee defense. The same health. Oh, they also have encourage. Oh, they have immune to psychology anyway. Okay. Well, so they have encourage. Yeah, that's alright. Expect them to be a little bit better than that, I suppose. Anyway. So yeah, we'll save it here. And I'm going to reload the game and we'll have a look at the map without any fog of war. As I do at the end of these campaigns. Because I like seeing what the campaign map is like. I will do this while I'm talking about things. So... build up a bit, because as I said last time, I can't pause the recording anymore. So people on YouTube, you're coming along for the ride. Shouldn't take too long, the campaign's already been loaded once. Anyway, okay, so where is that mod? There it is. That's all in order, isn't it? It is. Okay. And we just loaded up again. So, that campaign went quite a bit better than I thought it would. It was dicey at the beginning for like the first 2 and maybe about halfway through the 3rd episode. Yes. I thought it would actually just end up with us having to struggle against dwarves. No, another instance of Warhammer 2 Total War is not running. Because, well, with all the dwarves around us, it's just kind of terrifying. And you don't have the income to, really build the buildings. .exe has stopped working. Dong! Suppose I was just trying to load the game too quickly after I just closed it. But yeah, I mean, biggest issues I had with the green skins. Economy, I suppose. I mean, the economy is enough. It's just having all the enemies. You need more economy because you need more armies. Public order is a big issue. That makes sense for the greenskins to have bad public order because, you know, they're not ones to have, you know, to... If things are in a ruckus, then that's kind of the natural state of a greenskin camp. However, there's no benefit to it. And I feel that's the problem. If I'm having public order issues all the time, perhaps the greenskins should work in the opposite way than other factions. Perhaps having low public order in their provinces should be a positive for the greenskins. You get increased casualty replenishment rate. Maybe the rebellion armies which spawn from the public order issues could be extra boys which go out to raid the neighboring provinces. If public order gets high, which could be caused by having multiple buildings around, so that it becomes quiet, then you start getting penalties because the boys start slacking off. Casualty replenishment rate gets lower because there's not any boys coming around because everything's all, you know, hunky-dory. This would also have a benefit of the enemy AI raiding your regions would actually be positive to you because your boys would see them as being aggressive to you and they'd be like, right, these kids here are looking for a fight. We're just going to want to fight. Go crump them. And if everything's all peaceful and the enemy are not fighting you, then your boys would be like, you know, this is getting boring. Nobody's wanting to fight us. We're not even going out to look for any fights and all that. So maybe they could work around the other way just because the greenskins are weird like that. Having the rebellion spawning all the time would also help against the enemy factions because they would be having to wade through these small greenskin armies which keep popping up to get to your settlements because it's just like, you know, there's all these greenskins, they're all fighting each other. Maybe you could benefit from those armies as well. Like, I don't know, you could beat them up and get, you know, casualty replenishment rate. The only problem there would be them, like, constantly sieging your settlements. Maybe they could be peaceful to you. Because they're more focused on attacking everyone else aside from you. And then when public order gets too quiet and positive, then they turn against you. Because they see you as being weak and boring. Corruption is a problem as well, especially because corruption has a large effect on public order. greenskins don't really have anything to do with dealing with it. They do, actually. The public order building the greenskins have, the boss tent or whatever, has a large effect on obedience. It's like plus 10, I think, at the highest building level, which is a level 4 settlement, so you tend to only get the second level, which is plus 6, I think. And it also comes with a plus 1, 2, and 3 to uncorrupted, or untainted. Which is alright as a baseline. If you want more, you need to go for the shaman building. And that's only buildable in large settlements, even though the first level of it is a level 3 building. So you'd be able to build it in a max level minus settlement. That's a bit of a problem. Also, Camp Ruckus doesn't give you any untainted or uncorrupted bonus. It's just, I don't think it does. No, it gives you growth, and it gives you, like, plus 2 public order. I kind of think perhaps the units should be split up into their separate buildings. Like, goblins should be in their own tree, orc boys should be in their own tree, perhaps. I mean, it's not really either or. The point of goblins is that they're there to, like, be cheap fodder. And, you know, back up the boys. Their numbers, whereas the boys are just smacky. So I suppose that makes sense. So much is underneath the level 3 orc barracks building, though. And that's not just because of the mod. Part of it's large part because of the mod, because of the forest goblins and all that, but you know, night goblins, archers, biggins, so on. Yeah. Then there's the other problem with the research tree. And having hidden units locked behind research, which is a pain. No other faction has to deal with that. It was interesting to begin with. I don't think the idea really works anymore. But you want to get the Ragnarok Spider. The Doom Diver Catapult, or Doom Diver Launcher, is really good. But you need to research to be able to get it. And that means you need to have a level 4 settlement, as well as the income to be able to get the building. Which is not a building you can use to recruit units. Until you can research Doom Diver Catapult. I think you get a rock lobber from that, but... Ragnarok Spider's very... Orc Boar Boys. I like them overall. The buffs certainly help. They do seem a little bit squishy. Their charges... I don't know, there might be something wrong with the charge. It will be interesting to see what Creative Assembly comes up with for the update for the greenskins. I wonder if it would be possible to make it so that the greenskins actually function differently for their obedience. Or whether that's to going against the base mechanics of the game. Have to see. What else? But yeah, I mean, you know, we consolidated Angrund. We took Barak-Var, we took Myrmidons, and then Dvorak had that very good building in there, which is really nice. I think that would be from Landmarks of the Old World. There we go. We held Akendorf, which I'm kind of surprised at. And we ended up taking Karaz-A-Karak, and Pillars of Grugni and the Mount Squighorn, only to lose it to these Skaven here. But oh well. We still own Karaz-A-Karak. We win. Migdal von Galbarak is ours. Karak Hearn would be ours next. Karak Izor will be ours. Then we can get Zavorak, Zarakzil, Karak Buftar. And then start fighting the Empire. So, let's have a look. Down here, this is mostly green. There's still some dwarves down here. I never fought Karak Azul. Wasn't that interested in it. Karaz-A-Karak was the bigger threat. Over here, Eshin is still around. Apparently Clan Morgkin is still around over here. Veskit and Darkhold, I think they start. Desolation of Nagash is owned by the Silver Host. Nagashizar doesn't seem to be owned by anyone. Events is 2 for Skaven Corruption. Skaven might own Nagashizar. Last Defenders are wandering around over here. They own all this. Mengul Manhide is over here, but they're not at war with Teotihuacan.
Lord of the Black Court.
Melus Darkblade is still hasn't really gotten out of the Dragon Isles by turn 76. It's a tribe is wandering around there. Oh, they've actually taken Haunted Forest. Melus seems to have a real problem trying to get out of Dragon Isles. I think I've only seen him once own all this. Get rid of that. And that. Get rid of it. Okay. Clan Moors is this. Karak Zorn's still down there, so there is still dwarves. Karsabar is still around. There's a big troll army there. Grimfang. We never had to fight the trolls. I'm thankful for that. There's another troll army there. No wonder they're strength 1. They have 2 full stacks around there. Eye of the Panther. Vulture Mountain. Wow, they own all... Wow, okay. Yeah, trolls own Vulture Mountain, Eye of the Panther, Bel Aliad, El Kalabad. Martek is owned by the Ugma tribe. But yeah, the trolls went to town. Yeah. The garrisons aren't that big. It's only 2 units. For base trolls. So I don't know why people weren't taking them back, but yeah, well. Khemri is still owned by Cetra. And Zandri. They own Gorgazan. That's about what they usually have. Blackbeard of Nagash is still owned by Black Legion. Or Dread King's Legion, sorry. Rakash Dynasty owns Black Tower of Arkan. Arkan Black is no more. Rapaz de Leones owns Kofa only. Looks like El Hike was taken by probably the force in Virus. And then they got confederated into... Yeah, Adelhard de Leon... No. Donadon Domingo is... Yeah, part of Caron. So they confederated. Sartosa is still owned by Pirates of Sartosa. Lucchini is under siege by Ikit Claw, who has taken Maragliano, and apparently owns all of Estalia, and is sending an army up to deal with Bretonnians. Wood Elves, they're intact. Paravon's still there. Massive Oracle's still there. I'm surprised at that. The Empire, I suppose, didn't get a chance to send an army down to deal with Massive Oracle as they usually do. Ordelo's still there. Musalon's still there. So is... Well, that's not Kemlar. Is that Kemlar? Nope. Wait. Oh, they're Lamians. Why have they got Lamian lords? Okay. Yeah, that's Bretonia. Bretonia up in... Oh, we'll have a look at Norsca in a bit. Altdorf is owned by Wissenland. Which would become just as strong as the Reichland normally, but without all the legendary lords, which would be nice. And I don't know whether they'd be able to confederate the other Empire factions. Hergig owns Middenstag. Don't think I've ever seen Hergig really make an empire. And then Wiesmund. How about that? The Black Pit is a ruin. That home. specific ruin? No. Okay. I don't know if anyone owns that. Brass Keep is Beastman ruins. So that might have got taken by Hergig and then raised by Torox or someone. Just guessing. Vampire counts are still around.
Do you take me for a wizard?
The dwarves are doing a fair bit over here, actually. Thorgrim Grudgebearer has raised another army. That would be Longbeards. So we'd probably have to jump over there and deal with that. Because I don't think ordinary Backslider is going to have that much success against them. Oh no, Ungrim Iron Fist was never actually confederated into Karaz-A-Karak. He's just sitting in Karak Kadrin. Vampire counts are not doing very well. Warlord Murdyke is wandering through the Empire. They might own Aisha Shutton, actually. And Needling and Mordheim, perhaps? Mordheim's got a unique ruined appearance. Oh. Kislev is no more. All hail the Empire of Talabekland and Ostland. Helpit's still there. Rakadrak's still there. Your Tracken's owned by World Walkers. Versling's camp is ruined or owned by another faction. Quite a few ruins up in the Norska. As I said, that might be a faction, I can't tell. Fjordling's camp gathering is owned by the Elbion.
I will not obey.
There's Chief Ugma at the head of an army of river trolls, stone trolls, chaos armored chaos trolls. Yeah, Elbion owns Conquata and Yala Whites, but not Citadel of Lead. That probably is still owned by Fimir. Bretonia actually isn't up in Norska at all. Fortress of the Damned, Palace of Princes, Shagrath, that's still owned by Aghol. Ooh. Agarond doesn't seem to have been going terribly well. I own Hag Wraith and Grond in Agarond, but, yeah. Actually, Norskers have gone pretty well up here. Ironfrost is ruins. I wonder who owns that. Skaven? Oh, there's plague about. What's over here, actually? Slavis Point is owned by Morgan. No, not Morgan. Barathi. Well, that's Hag Queen Melita. Oh, they confederated? Okay. He's part of, I forget which faction. Is it Caron Car? It might be, or it might be one of the factions down here.
I will obey.
Tyrion's wandering around. Doesn't have the Sword of Cain. Balls Anvil, yeah. So the Skaven is still around here. Yeah, Hotek's column is currently being plagued. They've expanded the plague out, and it's kind of hurting people. Let's see, Ulth1. Rhino Cain is owned by Safri. They seem pretty united. Yeah. All right. There's no Dark Elves on Ulth1.
I am Morathi.
It looks like the Cult of Pleasure might have been the dominant force around here, though. There's Malekith.
I have control.
Are you here?
I am.
No, that's Crone Hallebrand. Malekith, hello. Are you around here somewhere? Are you injured? Do you need help? He might be currently indisposed. Oh well. Exodal was still around. Looks like Huntsmaster's expedition has done pretty well. Acro Peaks, Shrine of Sotek, Parhalatics, High Sentinels, Floating Pyramid, Temple of Kara, Temple of Tlenklan. Yeah. Landslide's owned by the Amazon still. Poxmarsh is still owned by Golden Mages. They don't seem to do much, they just sit there. Is Clan Pestilence still around? Apparently so. Apparently Clan Pestilence is still in Oxhill. Maybe Marks of the Old One as well. Doing much though.
What?
Still dwarves over here.
My axe thirsts for war.
Are you at war? No, you're not. And these lizardmen all the way in the corner there, as they usually are.
Undead pirates.
Ooh, the Harkon's taken Chukwa. And Zlanwapik. Galleon's Graveyard still owned by Dreadfleet. Is Count Noctilus around here somewhere? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, that is the end of the campaign, and that's what the world looks like at the moment, at least the old world. Yeah, quite a few Chaos Trolls around. Corruption looked like. Vampiric Corruption. Chaos Corruption. I'd have thought it'd be a bit more heavier around here, seeing as all these trolls were around there. Skaven Corruption. Yeah, a bit more than usual. That's Scry's done himself, especially to take out Maragliano. I was not expecting that. I'm glad for that, actually, because it prevented Tylia from marching over and taking these regions from us. Oh. Grunberg is owned by, Bloodkeep. How about that? But, yes, that will be the end of this. Can't keep wandering around the map too much, so I'll thank you all very much for joining me for this campaign as Gorbad Ironclaw. That was quite a lot of fun. That ended up going a lot better than I thought it would. And we got to crump some dwarves. Good lord. Very good at dueling and also leading the boar boys. Yes. Very much for joining me, and I hope you join me for the next campaign.